Hey guys, so it's gonna be my first video. Just want to say hi to y'all. Gonna come up with the name for the channel eventually, but so basically I'm just filming what I do. My Snapchat stories tend to get a little long, so I gotta stop posting on there so much, if y'all feel me on that. But yeah, so we're up here in my car. My car's my baby. I keep her nice and clean, although I got a new glass screen in for my computer earlier, so it's sitting here in a big ass box on the old one, and flipped that out during class. But this is my car. It's a little shitty 4-cylinder. You guys know how that works, you know. But it's still fun. It's nice. Got my radar detector. We're gonna go for a drive. So as I'm sitting here waiting for my buddy to show up, we're going to dinner in a little bit. I mean, it's 9:44, so it's dinner time. But I didn't say earlier that what kind of car I have. I have a 2009 Acura TSX. It's silver, you know, basic car. It was given to me by my mom, so I'm really happy about that. Trying to sell it, get a Charger SRT. That's like my dream car right now. And I'm a huge car guy in every way, in every sense of it. I working on a 1990 Mazda Miata right now. It's well, actually it's done for what I'm gonna do with it. There's not really much more I care to do considering I'm out of money. Know how that is. But this car, I've done 2 modifications to it. Kind of disappointed with myself in that one, actually. I put in a performance A&N, or Jesus Christ, I stutter a lot, say stupid shit, makes no sense sometimes, just bear with me on that. But I try not to edit this shit because, you know, it's funnier that way if it's not edited. But so I put a performance air intake in it. It's K&N all the way. I put one in here. My dad was like, damn, your little shitty 4-cylinder sounds like that after just that. I'm like, yeah, He's like, I want one. I'm like, okay. 2 days later, we had it installed. Amazon primed it that night. That's how it's done. And then I put a little plug and play tuner. I know, don't gotta say nothing about that. But you know, I did feel a difference, because I was like, you know, this really doesn't feel any different. And because, I mean, it's a little bit of a difference. It's not a dramatic difference, but it's a little bit of a difference. I was like, you know, this really doesn't feel like anything, because it changes the engine computer over the course of the first 150 miles that it's plugged in. And so I was like, you know what? I bet you this really isn't doing anything. So I unplugged it one day, and I was like, oh, yeah, it made a difference. And I plugged it back in, and I'm like, I gotta wait another 150 miles? It's a good thing I did 150 miles that night. I was like, okay. And it was reprogrammed, ready to go the next day, and I was like, fuck yeah, we're back to it. But so that's all I've done. And then, you know, I put window tint on the side windows yesterday, actually. And then I went the legal limit, +5. And the back windows next. I'm definitely gonna go, I'm taking votes on it. If anybody wants to say anything, I'm probably going to go with 5, but the guys got 13, so I don't know which one I'm going to do. Still deciding on that. But I'm definitely going to go, I'm going to do double 20s on the back windows, the door windows, I guess you would call them. I don't know how you clarify that, door windows versus rear window, but whatever. So I'm going with that on the back windows, and then the rear window. And then I think that's about as much as I can do with the tinting and just minor things, unless, like I said, it's not my car. So my mother doesn't really like it when I modify the car, so I got to keep it pretty inconspicuous and, you know, make things better for the car. So, I mean, yeah, performance air intake, better. Programmer, better. It makes the engine run cleaner. Window tint makes the car cooler. So we got that, and then, you know, I've got 170,000 miles on this car. 2009, 170,000 miles. I think it's 171 actually, because I'm trying to go 171717. Stupid shit like that makes me happy. But so I'm trying to do that. So anyway, what I was saying is the cat's gonna be gone soon. The catalytic converter, for those of you who have no idea what that is, and even so, you probably still have no idea what that is. You can look it up. It's part of the exhaust system. Either way, I was under there one day, and last time I was getting my oil changed, the place I get it I'm pretty tight with. Only the newbies don't know that I'm allowed to go fucking anywhere I want. And that's him texting me asking where I'm at. But I'm at the spot where I told him I would be. So I'll have to call him here in a minute. But so I noticed that the exhaust was completely rusted together, and I'm gonna have to replace the whole thing. Yeah, I could hammer it, get the rust out, get some WD-40 penetrating spray, but I'm just like, you know, I could use this time to get a whole new stainless steel racing exhaust. And you know what? I'm down with that. Tell me what y'all think. So the dude bailed on me. Kinda pissed about that. So I guess I'm just gonna head home. Kind of hungry, you know. I ate once today. I had the schools charge fucking ridiculous amounts of money for food. Like, I had a grilled chicken wrap today, you know, one of them tortilla wraps, and that shit was like, I think it was like $6.28 after tax. And I'm like, all right, tax is 8%, 8.25, whatever it is. There's no way that I should be paying $6 for a fucking chicken wrap at a college. Like, that's fucking ridiculous. And I was just like, fuck that shit. But I mean, what are you gonna do? But so I ate one of those today, and that's it. Oh, I had 2 protein shakes, if y'all count that. I mean, yeah, protein shakes are good shit, especially the ones I got. Man, my stepmom ordered that shit, and oh my god, best tasting protein drinks I have ever had. You know how you get like a protein shake and you're like, this shit is disgusting, who would drink this? This shit's actually good. I'm on board with it. It's UMP Ultimate Muscle Protein. It's sold by Beverly International. Good shit. Call them for a coupon. I don't have any. Nobody knows me yet. They will. Nah, nobody's gonna know me except for whoever watches this video. Gonna be like, I need a good ass laugh today. Let me go watch that shit. So I realized that my Snapchat stories are actually pretty fucking hilarious. So what I'm gonna do is wait. Oh, that VTEC. I love it. Okay. Now that that's over with, now I just killed my gas mileage because, yeah, that's fucking destroyed it. But, so, fuck, I completely forgot where I was. Don't even know. Maybe I'll actually have to edit this. I'll go back to what I was saying and put in another clip when I realize what I was saying. But, yeah. So literally the second I hit the stop recording button, I remembered what I was talking about. I was talking about my Snapchat stories. And so those are pretty fucking hilarious. And so what I'm gonna do is I think I'm gonna throw in those stories because I take them pretty frequently, you know, once a day, my ass. Maybe there's some days where it's once a day, you know, if I'm having a down day, it'll be 0 times. But for the most part, I feel like people don't even watch all my stories. Like, they just get like, all right, I'm good, I've had my laugh, I'm gonna move on with my life. And, you know, I don't blame them, because, you know, you watch Snapchat stories, you're like, oh, I don't like this person, I'm just gonna skip through it, get it out of my feed. And, you know, I do that, I hate that. Sometimes, you know, it's like, oh yeah, I like this dude, I'm gonna watch the whole thing. So I hope people realize, you know, I'm a funny ass dude, so they watch my whole story. I know a lot of people do, especially, you know, when you're just like, people message you like, oh my god, I'm dying. And I'm like, are you though? Are you really dying from my video? That's such a compliment. I love it. But I mean, that's not even safe. You know, you could really break something and really hurt someone. I mean, I understand sometimes you have to drive. I get that. That's cool. But be safe about it. You know, don't do stupid shit. Don't be like me. But I mean, even like me, I'm still responsible most of the time. I understand that. Now, whoever knows me and is watching this right now, they're like, yeah, bullshit, you're responsible? Are you fucking kidding me? First time I got in a car with you, I thought I was gonna die. I'm like, yeah, that's how the first drive goes. But you know what? I got to acquaint you. You got to get used to my driving. Speaking of driving and people who can't fucking drive, this fucking gate right here from my apartment complex, this gate, they just fixed this like 2 days ago, okay? And I'm surprised that it's still working. Because last time they fixed the gate, it was working. I'll give you 24 hours. I'll give you 24 hours. I drove out the following day. I was like, yes, the gate finally works. And then, you know, I came back and it was fucking smashed. And I'm like, how the hell? Later, I found out I was talking to the apartment ladies, the managers, and they're just like, yeah, some dude, I mean, he was in a work truck. We don't know if his tires were bald or whatever, but he just smashed into it. He couldn't stop going down the hill because it rained that day, that morning, and thing got fucking destroyed. Also, on the topic of being able to drive, I always back in. Unless, you know, you're in like Walmart or whatever, or H-E-B, and, you know, they got those angled parking spots and you got to pull into them. Otherwise, you look like a fucking retard if you're backing into an angled spot. So I always pull in. It's safer and easier. Just remember that. Because, you know, if you're trying to back out of a parking spot, you really can't see what's behind you unless you got one of them cars with the cross path detection. That shit's cool. You know, it looks down and sees, hey, is there a car coming or a human or whatever? And so I think my Charger's gonna have that. I gotta double. Yeah, it is gonna have that. Just whenever I get the Charger, if it ever fucking happens. But it's safer, you know, because you back out and you can't see anything. So this way, people don't die. I think they said, like, don't quote me on this, but I believe the last defensive driving class I took said that 25% of all children deaths are caused in parking lots. And they were going on about how it's safer, and I'm like, yeah, I already know this. But I mean, that's a pretty big amount of kids dying from parking lots. And it's just, I guarantee you it's because people can't see them. And, you know, if they just backed in, they could be like, oh, hey, there's a kid there. I should not pull out yet. Just makes it so much easier. Back in, guys. Learn. Yeah, it's a little bit harder to learn than just pull in, but it's safer. It's easier. You can move your car, maneuver your car easier. You don't hit the car next to you or on that side or whatever, and you can see. And, you know, you got a backup camera, makes it shit ton easier. I understand that. Yeah, backing in my dad's truck, because my dad upgraded but really downgraded. He went from a 2011 Dodge Ram 2500 Laramie Longhorn edition. Oh my god, the interior of that truck, just that entire truck was just beyond beautiful. It takes a shit on every truck I've seen. Ford, Chevy, Toyota. Yeah, Toyota. Toyota's got some pretty nice interiors, and the Ford, you know, that King Ranch, that's a good addition, I'll give you that. But it just, the leather stitching, the details in it are just so beautiful. If you're looking to buy a truck, go buy a Ram. Go buy a Ram. They're reliable now. I know people are like, ooh, it's a Dodge. Yeah, but you know what? They've really stepped up their game. I cannot complain against them. I'm really happy with them. I had a 2010 Ram 1500 Lone Star Edition. Holy shit, that truck was loud, amazing, beautiful. But so he had that 2011, And then he was like, you know what, my payments are too high. It's old. I want to get a new truck. So he was like, I'm going to go buy a new truck. I'm like, all right, what are you going to get? He's like, I don't know. I'm going to look around. I think I'm going to stick with another 2500 Ram. And so sure as shit, a few days later, he came home with a 2015 Ram 2500 SLT, the base model. So we went from the top of the line model to the base model. And I'm like, all right, Dad, as long as you got air conditioned seats, I don't care. It didn't have air conditioned seats, and I have a hot ass. I like my ass cool. This doesn't have air conditioned seats. I'm sitting here thinking like, damn, my ass is hot. Maybe I'll put a little air conditioner and a fan under there, you know, just. But so we went from that. Yeah, it lowered his payments. He got it used. He got it used from Enterprise though, Enterprise Car Sales. He got a really good deal on it. I was really surprised. I'm like, damn, you know, that's really good. And you know, yeah, rental cars get beat up a little bit more, flexed a little bit more. I argue, and a lot of my car friends argue, that it's good to flex your car every now and then. You know, bring it up all the way as hard as you can. Don't redline it, but bring it up. And you know, it flexes it out, gets a lot of that carbon buildup out of there, cleans it out real good. And I did that on the way over here. And this video, I believe it was, just 7,000 RPM, just killed my gas mileage. Killing my gas mileage right now because I'm sitting here with my fucking engine on and my low fuel light. Best light in the world. But nah, I'm gonna go get gas either tonight or tomorrow. I don't know. Who knows? No one knows. Oh, actually, I do know. I have to get it before tomorrow because I got this job where I go to pick up this girl from school and drop her off at gymnastics. Cool little jig, deal. I don't know. Whatever you want to call it. But yeah, I think I've talked off your ears enough. I'll quit this video right here, and while I'm behind, you know, not ahead, but we'll see how this goes. Just want to show y'all where I live. That's my baby over there. I know it's dark, y'all probably can't see that, so I'll take a better video tomorrow. But so this is my apartment over here. I got them purple lights, hard to see. Got my trash can outside, but see, I'm smart. I live on the first floor. Got this shit figured out. But yeah, my phone automatically turns on the lights, the purple lights anyway, when I get home. My place is real messy right now. Should clean it up. I will. You know how it is. Got my GoPro shit right there. Oh, and look. That shit I was talking about. Here you go. You know, if y'all are interested, any bodybuilders, whatever, check it out. It's good shit, I'll tell you. But yeah, it's my little dig. Got my chairs. I love it.